Welcome to Brave Combat Federation European Launching Press Conference. Brave is a new Middle Eastern-based international MMA promotion. It was founded under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the fifth son of King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa from Bahrain. The event counts with a wide network of international partners worldwide, and its first fight night will take place in just a week from now on September 21st at the Khalifa Sports City in Isa Town, Bahrain. And even before the premier event, Brave has already started the expansion. That's why we're all here today. To give you further information about Brave, the project of Europe and how important Ireland is for it, I would like to invite Mr. Mohammed Saeed, CEO of KHK MMA and President of Brave Combat Federation.
Alright guys, first of all, excuse me for any inconvenience. Had a long 2 days in Ireland. It was tiring and non-stop meetings, so I'm a little exhausted. So excuse me if anything comes out wrong. I hope we can cut that and edit that. So, as Mario said, my name is Mohammed Saeed, CEO of KHK MMA, President of Brave Combat Federation. First of all, thank you all for coming here, attending the press conference, and being a part of this excellent launch that we were planning for Ireland, the fighters, the fans, everybody that's involved in mixed martial art around the world. Happy to be in Ireland, and it's not a coincidence that we chose Ireland to be our headquarters for KHK MMA and Brave Combat Federation. It's just the idea that MMA has been growing at a very fast pace in Ireland, and I'm sure all of you know about that. So it's doing great things. With KHK MMA and Brave, we want to do great things as well. So we chose Ireland to be our destination to introduce Brave Combat Federation to the whole of Europe. Now, so let me give you a small introduction about Brave Combat Federation. It's a Middle Eastern based promotion started in Bahrain by His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, fifth son to the King of Bahrain, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. And it was a great vision that he put forward for the athletes. Just to give you a few introduction, I mean, we know mixed martial art as a sport. All of you here are familiar with the sport of mixed martial art and business, how it runs. What we want to bring forward is not something new, but the same old wheel with the new rim. Let me just put it that way. So what we want to do is make sure that we build an infrastructure for the past 1 year. We had KHK MMA as an organization. We built that in March 2015, and since then we had some of the best fighters like Frankie Edgar, Khabib from UFC, Islam Makhachev. We also had guys that we scouted from top-class amateurs. One of them sitting right here next to me, Franz Lambo. We also had James Gallagher, Jose Shorty Torres, who's the current bantamweight champion of Titan FC. So we've done, our focus was helping fighters, making sure that they have a lifestyle that's similar to any other athletes in football, NFL, baseball, whatever that is, all other sports. So that was not enough. We wanted to do much more than that. So that's when we introduced Brave Combat Federation. And the whole goal was to build an infrastructure that supports athletes from all around the world. And coming from Bahrain, which is a small country, let's say an island in the whole of Middle East, coming from that country, being a national of Bahrain, I understand what it takes for an athlete. I myself is a fighter, and it was tough for us to grow up and promote ourselves, be marketable athletes, and at the same time go and compete against the highest level of fighters and not get enough value out of those fights. So what we did was we built an infrastructure, building a strong base around the world. And here in Europe, starting that is a step closer to what our vision stands for. So we want to make sure that each of our fighters that competes in Brave Combat Federation gets the exposure, gets the value of all the training and all the hard work that they put into training, and all that fights, 5, 6, 7 fights that they do to reach at the top level and get the exposure. We want to make sure that's worth it. So when they compete, we want the whole world to know it. We know there's a lot of top-class regional MMA events out there, and then there are really high-level MMA promotions out there. They're all good for the sport. What we want to do is make sure that these fighters who are fighting in any promotion don't just stick to their regional exposure. We want to make sure that they get the international exposure. With the countries that we've partnered with, India, the whole of Middle East, now Europe, Brazil, we're going all around the world, making offices, building a strong infrastructure there. So these athletes fighting whether in Ireland, Holland, Bahrain, Dubai, India, or Brazil, they have the whole world watching them. And no more they have to fight their first few 5, 6, 7 fights and not get the value for it. And that's what Brave Combat Federation is looking at, the vision, and to understand what our standards are, to understand what the quality of our event is. Our first inaugural event will be on September 23rd this year, and it'll be happening in Bahrain, East Town at Khalifa Sports City. You can get all the information at Brave MMAF on our social media and bravefights.com on our website, and it'll be shown live on our website. All right, you're clapping for me. So, yeah, so that's where you can find it. So stay tuned for our event. And I want to, most important part of our whole event and the success of our event is based on our fighters, and we rely on them. And I always say they are the boss and not us. And we want to make sure that these fighters get enough value out of their fights. So I really want to hear from these fighters, some of the top class fighters we have. Our event on September 23rd is going to have a main event where we're going to give the world exposure to two-time middleweight Middle Eastern champion, or welterweight Middle Eastern champion, Mohamed Fakhreddin, fighting against undefeated Thiago Vera from Brazil. An amazing talent, and we want to make sure that these athletes fighting all their lives in Middle East, being two-time world champion, the world doesn't know them yet, and it's time for the world to see how good they are. That's not all. We have 2 fighters that's going to be fighting in our event in Bahrain on September 23rd. That's closest to you guys. Let's say the most Irish Argentinian that we can think of, Kevin, and of course, world champion, amateur world champion, France Malambo. So I'd like all of you to give them a big hand and make sure, I want to hear some words from them, so let's give them the space now. Thank you.
Hello, I'm France. Wasn't really prepared to give a speech, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this new Brave organisations. They have big things lined up. I was part of the KHK MMA team, which did give me a lot of exposure, helped me a lot in the career in the year that I was in it. So if looking at the KHK MMA, if Brave is going to be doing the same things for the fighters, it's going to be a big deal, and it's good the way they're going internationally with things, especially as a new organisation. So as a fighter, I think this is going to be a great thing. There's a lot of fighters already, even from my club SBG, looking to go into Brave. So it's going to be big. I'm waiting to see how this first show goes on the 23rd. I'm fighting there, looking to put on a show, and not only expose myself but the Brave organisation as well. So I'm not much of a talker. That's all I have for now. But thank you very much.
Hello a todos, everyone. I want to say thank you first the promotion for this big opportunity. For me, for my team, is really a big opportunity. I will fight with HUSARIA. It's a experienced fighter and a very nice wrestler. So I want to say thanks for this opportunity. I'm prepared so hard. I'm training with my team, with my coach, Sean Cavagna, and nothing. So say thanks, and I will be good, and I wanna do a very nice fight. I hope that have a good fight and a big show. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for you. If you have any questions to any of the guys or fighters, okay, please feel free to ask, and they'll be happy to answer them. Yeah? Okay, it's your time now.
We have one of the fighters in KHK MMA, and his name was Atif Muhammad. He was a fight from Bahrain MMA, which is the official gym for KHK MMA. And this kid was amazing. He had so much talent. This is where the 115 pounds started for us. He had amazing talent. Great striker, has been training for almost since he was 11 or 12. And but the problem was he never got a fight outside of, let's say, outside of Asia. It was not happening for him. So he wanted to fight. He always fought at 57 kg, and he still won those fights. Those fights, it was hard for him. He lost some fights. He won some fights, and he barely makes 52 kg. You know, so it was tough for him. But he had to fight always the heavier guys. But that's when we sat down, me and His Highness. His Highness was like, that kid's talent is getting wasted. We need to make a new weight division. And there's a lot of people out there in Asia that want to fight 52 kg. And since on the Western side, we don't have much of 52 kg, we want to really see how many of those 57 kgs wants to cut to 52 kg. You know, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of guys that are willing to go out to that 52 kg and fight and produce the best potential and not have to fight those heavier fighters. And I think those guys really deserve that weight class, and it's going to be something that we're really looking forward to.
Well, how are you doing, guys? My name is Jacob. We are part of ES 216, and we work with Cesar in Ireland and in Europe. After receiving a call from Said, it was great opportunity. We felt straight away that this is something what can change MMA, as their approach to MMA is completely different than UFC, than Bellator, or anyone else. They want to really take care of people. They want to really promote them. The exposure will be huge. I wanted to say massive. The exposure will be huge. We can easily say that we plan for next 3 years 12 events each year. 2 events will be set in Ireland, and two next events will be set in other countries. At the moment, we plan in Poland and Holland. As we secured connections with top teams in these countries, we won't be representing them or their fight groups. We will represent Brave and a new approach to the MMA. And I look forward to work with my friends from ES 360 and from KHK, because this is a great vision, and we really believe in this. You know, thank you.
Hi, I'm Andy Murphy. In light of the new partnership between KHK MMA and IS 360 Group, we're planning our first Brave show in Europe, in Amsterdam. Then in the spring we're going to come to Ireland. Currently we're opening a gym in partnership with Underground Inc., KHK and Diet Foods in Dublin 1, massive 3-floor building, to train young fighters and bring new talent to the fighting scene that you see today. So yeah, you'll be seeing a bit more of us. Look forward to it. Cheers, guys.
Will that be like most of the fighters will be from Ireland or on the Irish card?
Yeah, the idea is of course is a global project. We are intention to give opportunity to all fighters from different countries. On the same way, we wanna bring the Irish fight to fight in Brazil, to fight in Bahrain, to fight in Abu Dhabi, all the places where KHK will hold the show. So basically, yeah, we want to bring fights from different countries to fight here. It's good challenge for the Irish fighting. Here is for me is one best country, have best fighters. We see the result now, so yeah, we want to bring some fighters from different countries.
Top fighters will be some contracts with us. Every minor fighter or amateurs will have their opportunities to prove themselves and join the Brave team. We don't want to promise anything anyone, because everyone has to prove. Everyone's starting from blank page. So this has to be done the right way, and there's not. We don't think that if someone who has a great name and who has easy fights before can make his career through Brave. We really hope for new fighters to come up, prove themselves and prove them to us. Of course, we represent also the diet food company. It's a biofood, so we would give them foods for our fighters. We will take care of them as clothing, as travels, and all this. And the best fighters will receive contracts.
Yeah, our goal is, of course, is be the best organization on the planet. That is our idea, and we have support. We have a very strong background behind us, who will support us to get there on the stage where we're looking for. And yes, we come here in this market to fight with big dog.
It's also going to be a unified MMA rules, as per the rules are concerned. And it's a good question you asked, because we're also thinking to add up some stuff, you know? I mean, you never know. I mean, you have a unified MMA rules, and there's so many things that people want to change in it. Is a weight cut good or bad? You know, do you want to change the gloves, or putting your fingers out there? And eye pokes, I mean, we're not just stuck with one rules right now. Right now, to answer your question, it's unified MMA rules, but hopefully in the future, if we find something better, something that's going to help the fighters, I think we'll take this down and go and change some rules out there. But for now, yeah, it's unified MMA rules, and we want to go with what people understand better. And slowly, if we can educate them on why we want to change the rule, it'll make more sense, I guess.
Of course, local fighters on MMA has to be Irish, but we are also planning to bring a few fighters from India and a few fighters from Middle East. So they will train here, they will upskill, they will have more opportunities to promote themselves in their own countries and promote the sport for their countries. At the moment, as you see, a couple of fighters from SBG, we have talks with Team Rhino as well. So we want to connect and do a great matchmaking in Ireland. The top fight be between people who are from Ireland, and of course on fights what will be cooperating with the main fight of the day will be fighters who are more amateur or have less score, but they are talented, and we know they are ready to step in forward. And they will be young. With us, you will see lots of young fighters, new fighters who are born and bred in Ireland, and who are training here. As our connections are strong, we train, we live in Ireland. This is something very important to take care of the local clubs. And as mission of KHK is to promote these fighters, not only fighters who are with great name, as I said before, but all them fighters. And we believe that some of them fighters can reach, national recognition, and that will be something big. Of course, we all sitting here in Ireland and we're thinking about the US and the US market and how much sales those UFC has. But we have to understand that this is a completely new market. It's completely something else. It's India, it's Middle East. So we're not relying on the views what someone else has, because we can really beat them on the paper. But outside the paper, it's up to us how big we're gonna make it. And but the plan is great, as Mohammed told me. The plan behind it's well planned. This way, it's well planned. If we prove they're gonna open in each country their own office, they're gonna promote fighters, they're gonna record motivation movies, they're gonna make them visible. There will be outside companies involved in the promotion of these fighters, so there will be not only they won't be relying only on fighters who are that fighters going to be promoted and paid by KHK or Brave. We want to take local sponsors who already are involved in sponsoring fighters and get them involved into this project. And that's I think it's an additional boost and something new. Thank you.
One more question. So you're saying that there might be a possibility of another show in the spring. Do you have a venue in mind yet, or capacity in mind?
As the plan is to rely more on pay-per-view than on people coming to see the shows, we considering Helix and other venues, 1,000 up to 2,000 people. That's. But we put more effort into live streaming, and we're going to put more effort into marketing before and during.
Will the stream be through your own website, or is there any videos?
It's not a question to me, it's a question to Saeed.
For the first event, it's going to be on our website, bravefights.com. So it's going to be free for all of you. So tune in, watch bravefights.com. It's going to be the first event. So we're looking at. Yes, you have a platform on our website to watch it live, but we're also going to broadcast it after the event, because the first event, so we want to make sure that we show what quality we bring, and hopefully we're going to close some deals with the TV very soon. Any more questions? All right. Again, thank you guys for coming. Just to give you a brief summary of what I was trying to say is Brave Combat Federation now with KHK MMA partners with IS360 to make it more feasible for us. And Cesar Silva here, who's on my right, is going to be in charge of the whole European, leading the European Brave and KHK MMA. From scouting fighters to helping with matchmaking and making sure that the fighters in Europe get the exposure that they deserve. Not just Ireland, but since Ireland is making a great impact in mixed martial arts, and that's why we chose Ireland as our headquarters for Brave Europe. And yeah, we're looking forward to getting all the participation and support from all of you here and the whole of Ireland. Thank you.
East 360 Group vision is to become a global sports marketing agency, a true leader in the sports, contact and innovative branding solutions, and we kind of already part of it. Today already we have great partnerships with major companies and organizations such as KHK MMA and Brave in order to invest in the sport with the vision to contributing in the education of the young people through by the sport. The East 360 Group is recognized in Brazil for its role in the areas of training and consulting in project management, as using our in-depth knowledge. The experience of East 360 Group is already recognized by the Brazilian market with several project portfolios such as East 360 Sports and Entertainment, are a sports agency operating across a wide variety of sports and operates in the cooperative segment, working for the companies that want to invest in sport. We have built excellent working relationship with individuals, teams and organizations, as well as competitors, adding value to all of them. Services provided include athletes representation, sponsorship activation, contract negotiation, brand strategy, marketing and communication relation. Yeah? So all these areas are crucial to East 360, and that's what they planning to do here in the country as well, helping to promote new athletes and get them involved on this stage with Brave Federation.